Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about how Chris Pratt leaves the MCU. Let's get right into it. Following in the footsteps of Chris Hemsworth, another of Hollywood's Chris's has spoken out about their impending departure from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Chris Pratt has played Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, appearing in 2 Guardians of the Galaxy films, as well as 2 Avengers films. However, in a recent interview, Chris stated that while he may not want it, his role may be ending soon. In 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy, Pratt made his film debut as one of the original members of the Cosmic Team. He was previously best known for his role as Andy in the hit sitcom Parks and Recreation, but since joining the MCU, he has established himself as one of the biggest movie stars of his generation. Spearheading the Jurassic World franchise, Pratt has reprised his role as Star-Lord in several more Marvel Studios films, including 2017's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, 2018's Avengers Infinity War, and 2019's Avengers Endgame. He'll now appear in both Thor Love and Thunder this year and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in 2023. But beyond that, the character's Marvel future is uncertain. Speaking to Men's Health recently, Chris said, "I don't actually know what's gonna come next. You asked whether or not I'm cognizantly, intentionally turning a page. The page is turning, whether I want to or not, because the franchises are over." The actor gave an example of American football player Russell Wilson, who recently left Chris's favorite team and said moments of something ending are hitting him harder than usual. He said, "You want to be conscious and put a lot of effort into experiencing the moment, like, this is going away, I want to take it in. You can't take it in any harder than just being present to it. So I'm being present," he then said. The other day, Russell Wilson, the Seattle Seahawks quarterback, he got traded to Denver. He's been with Seattle for about 10 years, which has been about the duration of this Guardians stint. He then said, "I was like, wait, hold on, what happened? The emotion around the last 10 years sort of coming to an end. I was in the most embarrassing way, like, my quarterback leaves, so I'm gonna cry. It's hitting me in moments like that." Meanwhile, Pratt recently spoke to Digital Spy about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and said that James Gunn had created an absolute masterpiece. He said, "James Gunn just watched a rough assembly the other day. I called him yesterday, we FaceTimed, and he's very, very proud of the work that everyone's done." He added, "I can say with utter confidence that Gunn has made a true masterpiece, and I just cannot wait for people to see it." The actor said, "It's James Gunn. He did all 3 movies, which is really rare and really special in the world of big box office trilogies." The movie is scheduled to be released in the United States on May 5th, 2023, as part of Phase 4 of the MCU. But it seems like James Gunn and Chris is in the talks currently. Recently, director James Gunn responded on social media to a fan who demanded that Marvel recast Chris Pratt as Peter Quill or Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and the MCU as a whole. Production on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has been proceeding quietly for some time. However, as Gunn and his team work on the threequel, there is a growing call on Twitter for Pratt to be replaced as Star-Lord in the franchise. Despite his confirmed return to the MCU, a viral tweet has demanded that Pratt be replaced as Star-Lord by Patrick Wilson for the remainder of the character's run in the franchise. The post piqued Gunn's interest, and he decided to respond with a stern response. First, he questions the request's basis, and then he makes it clear that removing Pratt would necessitate completely recasting the Guardians team. He wrote, "For what? Because of your made-up, utterly false beliefs about him? For something that someone else told you about him that's not true? Chris Pratt would never be replaced as Star-Lord, but if he ever was, we would all be going with him." It's no secret that the Guardians of the Galaxy team has had some difficult times in recent years. Gunn was fired by Disney in 2018 after some particularly dark joke tweets were discovered, despite the fact that he had previously apologized for them. This put the production of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 on hold, but the House of Mouse backed down and rehired Gunn, albeit with a significant delay. Throughout the ordeal, Pratt and the rest of the cast stood by the director, and as bad as things got, it's safe to say that it only strengthened their bond. Given this, it's no surprise that Gunn is speaking out in support of Pratt, especially since he believes the hatred is unwarranted. Aside from the reason for this petition, it's safe to say that recasting Star-Lord is unlikely. While Marvel Studios has replaced actors in the past, Pratt has played the role so many times that it's difficult to imagine anyone else playing it. While Wilson does resemble him in these side-by-side photos, there are other factors to consider when switching actors in high-profile roles. That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content we'll produce for you guys. We're signing off now, but we will be sure to catch you all in the next one.